What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here. And since I've missed 5 days, I thought, Goatama's had enough greatness to cover 5 days worth of content, man. So I'm going to talk about Goatama today for day 7 of the 12 days of anime. Because I just have to, man. I was going to talk about it earlier, but, it's just, everything just kept piling on. But today's the day, man. Today's the day. It's been a while since I've been able to take in anything Gintama related. So I was like, yo, I gotta talk about some Gintama awesome sauce, and I do. Especially since we didn't have a chapter last week. Gotta talk about the greatness. So, just to let you guys know, I am going to be talking about Gintama anime. Spoilers. I will not be saying anything about the manga because I know that there are a lot of anime onlys here on this channel, and I don't want to spoil you guys on anything that has been going on in the final arc thus far because there's been a lot of crazy stuff and a lot of massive events. So I'm not going to be saying anything about the final arc. However, I will be talking about the anime. So if you're not caught up to Gintama anime, I highly recommend leaving this video, yo. I'll give you 2 seconds, man, to leave, bro, because 2, 1, listen, man. We got this year alone, I got all of Rakuyo, all of it, in all of its glorious, Sriracha-driven, I'm gonna give you everything that you've ever wanted before the final arc. Type of greatness, man. He gave us the Joy 4 reunion. That by itself, episode 322 by itself, is just Gintama already had an amazing year. That episode by itself. Then we got the Zura episode 320. We got the Legendary Master of Koan episode with the revelation of Koka's mother in the anime. Looking glorious, babe. Sweet baby Jesus looking fine. Such a memeable episode. Memeable, ladies and gentlemen. Even more than usual. Gintama's memeable. That episode is memeable. Then 325 and Lost Siblings. Phenomenal episode with Kamui and Yumebozu stuff. The flashbacks, beautiful. To me, as much as I love the Usuro stuff, and even though that, from an art direction standpoint, episode 328 is probably the most well-directed episode aside from 180 and of course 305 in terms of art direction in the entire series. 328's art was phenomenal. But to me, my favorite episode in Rakuyo is 326. And as I've stated many times on the channel before, chapter 589 is my 3rd favorite chapter in Gintama. And there's a lot of reasons for this, but to actually get in one episode chapters 585 to 589, which was to me the best stretch of the Rakuyo arc, and to get that all in one episode, man, there's no way I cannot put 326 up there, man. That episode is freaking amazing. Godlike. Alright, that episode to me is fire. I can definitely understand, because I know there's a lot of people who really love Katsura, and especially if you're an anime only, episode 320 has got to be up there for you. I know a lot of people who have 322 as like their favorite episode because, of course, it's freaking Joy 4 reunion, man. 323 has some greatness as well. It's just a whole bunch of greatness. This arc just had so much stuff that we've been waiting so long to see that it's hard, man. Takatsuki coming back, bro. My boy Takatsuki, hot skate coming back in business. But 326 to me steals the deal. It really, really does, man. It's just, for me, Gintoki's character was solidified in that episode, continuing off from Farewell and Gumi. We waited to see Gintoki come back into, the way that we know him. He'd been kind of a little bit of a depressive kind of state. And to see that thing, that legendary little flashback, or not really flashback, but whenever he states that he is Yorozuya Genchan, solidifying him, it's solidifying it to us viewers that he's still our Gintoki, that he's still the father of the family Gintoki, man. And that, along with all of the Kagura stuff, man, and her and Kamui's relationship really coming into fruition there, and I just love that episode. I love that episode. I love everything that it represents. I love the stuff that it covers inside of that episode. I love it, man. It's hard for me to put anything above 326 because 326 was something that I thought we were going to get back in Shogun Assassination with Kagura versus Kamui, but we didn't. I'm kind of glad that we didn't, because Shogun Assassination is Gintoki versus Kamui, and Gintoki versus Takatsuki and Zenzo's arc, and that's the way I'll always look at it, and Shige's as well. That's their arc. And Rakuyo was Kagura, Kamui, and Yumebozu's, and it's kind of the Joy 4 their arc, but it's Kagura and Kamui's arc, man. It truly is. And to get that right in there, then of course seeing Takatsuki vs. Oboro animated, man. You know how long I've been waiting to see that at period? And then to actually get it animated, man, oh, it was glorious. It was glorious. And then once again, like I said before, the Utsuro flashback, which I know a lot of people have as one of their favorite episodes in the series, and I can most certainly see why. But it's a great episode, absolute greatness. And then not only we have Rakuyo, man. Not only did we have Rakuyo, not only did we have the joy. Dude, I'm still stressing that Joy 4 reunion, man. Like that episode was freaking amazing, man. In the way that everything was directed, and in the way that the music cued in, man, and the way that it was Suki and greatness. The Zuru episode, greatness. You know, in the midst of all of this awesome sauce, man, Coke and all this, we get 2 Gintama seasons in 1 year. We get Rakuyo, and then we come back with Porori, giving us stuff that us fans have been waiting to see animated for a long time. Me, you know, on a personal level, waiting to see Homeless, the Homeless arc, and actually surpassing my expectations in the anime. To me, that kind of stuff, it just can't be beat, man. Homeless, Kagura boyfriend, Excalibur. We just finished the Idol arc, currently going into Guardian Spirit. You know, this stuff that we've been waiting to see. You know, some of the one-shots with Hasegawa. This is stuff that that a lot of people have been waiting to see, man. Especially in the Homeless arc and the Kagura boyfriend arc, which are very, very popular arcs in the Gintama manga community. These like the Homeless arc for me is one of my favorites. Like it's up there, like top 10, possibly. I have to think about top 10, but it's probably up there, man. It's an arc that I really like, and to have it actually animated when I didn't even think it was gonna get animated was special, man. It was huge. It was huge, and to see all of these arcs between between Courtesan and Shogun Assassination actually coming in and getting animated. Guardian Spirit, a lot of people's favorite comedy arc, currently being animated, man. Like that's huge. This year was massive for Gintama. You know, aside from the movie that came out, that came in second in flipping, you know, what was it, movie tickets and tickets sold, insane. It's a second, bro. Like come on, man. Goatama's killing. They're already planning the second movie. And then Gintama Rumble's coming out soon. You know, the manga this year has been insane, but, you know, the anime is where my main thing for Gintama has and always will be. It's like I said, Gintama may end, or Gintama will end next year, with whatever chapter it has. But to me, the Gintama series does not officially end until the anime until the anime you know, signs it off. Until Sugita himself signs me off, the anime doesn't end. So, you know, with that being said, this year, in terms of the Gintama anime, from that standpoint, we already have Silver Soul confirmed for January 7th next year. It's been amazing, man. It's been amazing. If you have been a long-time viewer, if you're an anime only, now I'm a person, of course, who reads the manga, but if you're an anime only, I can most certainly see why Rakuyo would be very, very high for a lot of people. Because, guys, it has so much stuff that we've been waiting to see the entire series in one arc, and then we come right back from that after getting 28 straight episodes of straight serious stuff. From episode 300 until 328, we come back with Porori. That old classic Gintama. Old classic hilarious Gintama. And then right after that, we're going to get right back into the serious stuff here in January 7th. So just going to prepare you off for that, man. But this year has been great. This year has been absolutely amazing in terms of the Gintama anime. I couldn't have asked for a better year. I really couldn't. As a manga reader, getting Rakuyo animated and then of course going back and animating those arcs that were never done, to me was the best possible way to have Gintama's last full year of running in the anime, and it was great. And like I said, as a fan of Gintama, this year was huge. It was huge, man. And, you know, just going back to Rakuyo, bro, there was so much greatness that was being, I mean, just sent out every episode, man. But to me, the one that stands above them all, man, my favorite Gintama episode this year. And when I do end up making a top favorite episodes list, it's just so hard because to me, like, Gintama episodes by itself, like, are leagues and above beyond everything else because I'm a tard. But 326 is something special, man. It's just that episode, the content that is within episode 326. You know, the way that 324 and 322 and 320 and 328, the way these are done, these are really, really well done episodes, right? But the content in episode 326 hits home for me, man. It really, really does, bro. The content in, oh my god, dude, the content in, what was it, 333 was the final episode of the homeless arc. It's just, it's greatness, man. We've been blessed with the Goatama awesome sauce, man. There's been so much Gintama greatness in terms of the anime this year that I couldn't be happier to be a fan of the anime, you know. And it sucks because we know that it's gonna end soon, but you know, just we gotta enjoy what's still here. And the fact that it's gonna have like what I believe has to be a 24 episode core next time, because there's no way in the Flying Flagnars they're doing this all in one season like they did for Rakuyo. You know, Rakuyo was around 40 something chapters and took them 12 episodes. Silver Soul is going on for around, like, what is it, 70 right now? 70 chapters, right? No way. No way they're doing that one core. It's gonna have to be 2 cores. So with that being said, guys, I just wanted to come on here and talk about Gintama this year in terms of the anime. There's been a lot of greatness we've seen this year, man. You know, if I had to give y'all just a straight up top 5, man, at least for me, I think, like I said, 326, just the whole Kagura and Kamui stuff, man, and Gintoki Yamayuruzu Genchan, man. That stuff right there is number 1. Homeless arc being animated, it's got to be right under it. You know, of course, seeing like the Joy reunion and the Zura awesome sauce, man, and Sugi Noburo and that greatness, but to be honest with you, bro, I don't know if I should put that right there, if like I should put either Kagura Boyfriend or the Idol arc, man, because those 2 arcs I really love as well, bro, and it has that classic Gintama feel to it. But then I'm like, I'm a Joy for Takatsuki is my dude, bro. Y'all know me. Besides Gin and the Shinsengumi, man, oh, bro, I'm Takatsuki gang all day. You know, Takatsuki and Kagura, like, that's the thing that I love so much about that particular portion of, like, the Rakuyo arc, because we have 2 characters that I love for entirely different reasons, in Takatsuki and Kagura, 2 characters that I love so much, and they both have, like, their fair share of shine. Of course, the Kagura stuff it's harder for me because I'm more emotionally attached from a positive standpoint for Kagura in terms of, like, my attachment to her character and to her motives and to her story and everything. With Takatsuki, is like, I admire how beast he is, right? So just seeing how amazing he is in the flesh once more and hearing the GOAT himself, man, the legend, yo, speaking once more, eh? And the way that they did that episode was done so well, man. But it was a great year. It was a great year for Gintama, man, and it's really hard for me to rank because, like, it's like trying to rank your children, man. It's tough, but you know, without question, made massive progress, man. And of course, as well, man, we got the dub this year as well, right? Like, jeez, we got a lot of Gintama greatness this year, man. With the dub, and I'm personally, I'm a fan of the dub, but still, man. And I can't wait for that Blu-ray set to come out. But what a year it was for Gintama, man. What a year it was for Gintama in terms of the anime. I mean, I'm still shocked, like I said, or not shocked, but it's still surreal to me that Kagura Boyfriend, Homeless, and Idol were all animated, man. You know, Excalibur has always been an arc that I enjoyed, but it's definitely not one of my favorites. And Guardian Spirit to me is absolutely hilarious, and maybe because I've only went through that arc, like, definitely way less than all the other ones. That's for sure, because Rebbe and Shogun, but and like it's smushed right between 2 of my favorite things in the entire series. That's the bad thing about Guardian Spirit, right? Because Guardian Spirit is amazing, but it's smushed between Oil Rain, which is arguably my favorite one-shot in the series, and Shogun Assassination was my favorite arc in anything ever. And like it's smushed right in between both of these GOAT things. And it's like, I'm sorry, Guardian Spirit. I'm sorry that you have to be in between both of these things. So, you know, the anime will definitely give me a nice refresher when it comes to Guardian Spirit. But just the fact that all of this stuff is actually being animated, it's been a phenomenal year for us Gintama fans, man. But I want to know what y'all think. What has been your favorite moments of this year? Your favorite episodes that we've gotten this year, and as a Gintama fan, are you satisfied with the way that it's going out? We're getting everything for this damn series right now, man. Everything. Movie, game, a complete anime adaptation with everything inside. Man, we're blessed, bro. We're blessed. There's a lot of other animes out there that cannot see the same. There's a lot of other animes that still don't have a completed anime, that still never got a movie, that still never got a game. And us as Gintama fans are getting all of it in a single, like, in just a short time span, man. we're blessed, bro. But I will see you all in the comment section. Have an awesome day. This was an amazing year for Goatama. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys' favorite moments of the year were for the Goatama Awesome Sauce, man. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.